Here with Makari Vickers out at JP2, spring practice number 2. Just what have you seen from your team and yourself so far throughout spring ball?
This is actually my first practice because they had practice yesterday, but I wasn't here. I was still out of town to take some flights back. But for what I've seen, it seems like the team is starting to get together from day one install. So I'm starting to like what I see. You know, I haven't been here the first day, so I'm still kind of picking up on some of the stuff. But from what I've seen, the team seems like they're well oiled for right now. So.
Just from yourself, the work you put in this offseason, where have you seen your game change the most coming out here today?
My game has changed a lot over the course of the offseason from past season. You know, my off man is definitely getting a lot better. My zone read is getting a lot better. It's just play calling, play announcement is getting a lot better.
What are some of your objectives this spring?
This spring, I just want to be able to. I want to be a team player. You know, spring is what a lot of the other guys get their looks in. You know, with the coaches flying in, you know, you want to help the other guys get their looks in.
Gotcha. Switching over to recruiting, how's that going for you?
Recruiting has slowed down for me, not as much as I would have liked, but it's still, you know, still a little fast. But it's slowed down in terms of coaches to hit me up. But as of right now, I think it's about time for me to drop some. I don't know how many schools yet, but I'll have a list soon.
Visits this spring, like where have you been, and what are some of the places that stood out to you?
In the spring, I haven't really been anywhere other than Alabama for their spring game. I think that's what it is.
What schools do you know would be on that top list, I guess, or just what schools in general are standing out to you?
I know. Sometimes have to say that for the list.
You don't talk about that?
It's confidential. I have to say that for the list.
Is FSU a school you might visit soon?
Yeah, that's a school I have to visit soon. You know, they're right on the street, so I have to visit.
What's been up with them? Your relationship with Coach Woodson, obviously. Just what has he been saying to you recently?
You know, Coach Wood, Coach Noles247, Coach Vickers, a lot of them still hit me up. Just wanted to come back on campus just to hang out with the guys, and just to talk ball, sometimes to talk life. So, you know, they still hit me up on a daily basis just to talk.
Alabama, obviously, Coach Kelly's out here watching you today. Just what did that mean to have him come out here?
It means a lot. You know, one of the top schools in the country just comes down to watch you practice for one day. It's just a surreal moment to know that one of the top schools wants you at their program.
So you said you're going to release a top list soon. Do you know when you're going to use your officials?
I would like to use my officials sometime during. I want to use most of them during the summer. If I have any left by the time, if I'm not verbally committed, then I'll take some during the season.
Do you know where any of those would be right now? Or how many of those scheduled?
I only have one officially set up, and that's Oklahoma, the 3rd
of June. And then for a decision timeline, is that still fall or?
Yeah, there'll still be like first game, second game of the fall.
Yeah. Coming down to that decision. Using your official of the summer, I guess, what are you going to be looking at when you get on these campuses for the final time?
By summer, you know, they'll be having their fall camps and stuff. So I see a lot of practices, a lot of their installs, a lot of plays and stuff that they do. So I can see how I gauge myself, how I fit into their system, and how I play a role in that. So that'll play.
What do you see as far as your high school team? What do you see kind of your guys' just potential for this upcoming
We have
season?
A lot of potential. We brought in a lot of new players. We still have some coming in as freshmen. We still have some that can't really come in during the spring and be here next fall. So we have a lot of pieces that we're putting together to make this thing really work.
Just with Florida State, getting on campus this spring, did you learn anything new? Obviously, you've been there a ton just because it's the hometown school, but did you learn anything new about them this spring?
I think I've learned just about all there is about FSU in my 12 times of visiting. So at this point, it's more so talking ball now, you know, learning some of the stuff that they do, the system that they run, how I would fit, how I would progress, how I would benefit their system as well as myself.
Are all these schools recruiting you at corner, or are there some recruiting at safety?
There's some at corner, some at safety, then you have some at the all-ball recruitment at wide receiver. It's just a lot.
Would you prefer any?
I would prefer corner, but, you know, to get on the field, I'll play anything.
Gotcha. Cool, man.